a lovely morning here in Rainbow Beach. You can't see that. Anyway, today's vlog is a very exciting vlog because I'm actually off to Fraser Island, or Kugari? I will learn how to pronounce that on this trip and will correct myself accordingly. I'm very, very excited. Got no signal for a few days, and to top it all off, Liv Rook is actually doing the same Fraser Island tour as me. We're having the same tent, we're in the same car, and we caught up last night before we set off this morning, and it was just so nice to see her. So it's going to be a really lovely couple of days, and I wanted to make it a dedicated vlog. So yeah, come along with me. So you can't take a big rucksack, so I've put everything in this little one here, and then I'm going to go and put this one in storage. And I've also got alcohol and snacks and a little cool bag down there. So yeah, let's go. So the Fraser Island tour was all booked as part of my Adventure Project tour. Everything comes included if you want to do Fraser Island, so you don't have to stress about booking it yourself. We got on the ferry and Liv was there, which I was so excited about. We also had the nicest group in our car. Honestly, they were all such lovely people, and I still chat to them now. We just had the best weekend, and we got onto the island, and oh my gosh, we were not prepared for how bumpy it was going to be. But we headed into the national park, sort of inland towards Lake Mackenzie. Hello everyone, we've made it after a very long drive to Lake Mackenzie. It's a perch lake, which means that it's entirely made out of rainwater apparently, and we have to be on the lookout for dingoes, but we're here for an hour and a half. How did you find the drive, Liv?
It was very bumpy.
It was very bumpy, and apparently that was nice as well, so I'm sure it'll get worse as the rain disappears, but yeah. We made it to Lake Mackenzie, which, oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful, but the way you see the change in the colour, that is like a steep drop. So most of us just stayed around the outskirts of the lake, taking photos, having fun with the underwater camera. They didn't come out that well because my lens was a bit foggy, but we had a laugh anyway. We were doing loads of stunts in the water, and we spent about an hour and a half here, which was really lovely. And then we saw a goanna. I think they're called goannas. Please feel free to correct me. It's been a while since I was there. And then we got back in the car, and we were all kind of taking turns driving so that everyone got a chance to do it. Liv was next up. We had the tunes blasting. I really wish that there weren't copyright concerns, because some of the music in these clips was just, we were playing all the cheesy hits, Mamma Mia soundtrack, all of that sort of stuff. And then we stopped for lunch. We had some like veggie wraps or meat wraps if you eat meat, and some cookies before we got back in the car and started driving along the beach. I have so many driving clips. I've just included as many as I can without overwhelming you with driving clips. And then we saw the Maheno shipwreck. I've included the whole clip of this from top to bottom because it is such a well-preserved shipwreck. I just thought this was awesome. I think this was probably my favourite thing that we saw on the island. And we had a quick pit stop from driving to stop and take some photos with it, but the waves were crashing all over it, so a lot of us got quite splashed when we were trying to record or take photos. But yeah, I just thought this was absolutely awesome. I'm still in awe just looking at the clips. Then Liv got back in the car and drove us all back to the campsite. The campsite was amazing. It was such great facilities as well. Hello everyone, we've made it to camp. We are in the tent. Me and Liv are sharing. It's a little two-bed situation. Very excited, although I have already seen like 3 spiders. So yeah, it's very warm in here though, so I don't think we're going to struggle for temperature. I feel like I'm on DV. The first evening was super chill. Everyone was just chatting, getting to know each other, and we all pitched in to help make dinner. It was like veggie burgers or normal burgers with mash and veg and gravy. This was the best food I'd had on the trip so far, so I was loving life. The moon and the clouds were beautiful, and then me and the girls from my car helped do the washing up as well. Hello everyone, back in DVville with the best lighting you've seen on the vlog so far. Liv and I and a couple of the other girls are going to get up early tomorrow to watch the sunrise. Hopefully it won't be too cloudy. So we've come to bed a little bit earlier. But the music's good, so I might just read my book for a little while and then head off to bed. I would do a voiceover about how beautiful these sunrises are, but I think I'm just going to let these clips speak for themselves, because this was the prettiest thing I think I saw whilst I was in Australia. Good morning everyone. So this morning went to watch the sunrise, which was unreal. My hair is looking a bit sticky, but that is fine because we are heading to the champagne pools this morning, which I've heard are beautiful, so I'm very excited. Back in the car, we went, tunes were blasting, everyone was actually still really high energy, you know, even though we'd been so busy. Again, more driving clips. Unfortunately, we didn't see any dingoes, and I think we were the only people that I spoke to up the whole East Coast that didn't see dingoes, which was so unfortunate, but maybe also for the best because they're not entirely safe to be around in close quarters. Anyway, then we went to champagne pools. I don't know why I didn't get any other clips of the champagne pools, but they were beautiful and there were so many fishes. This was my favourite clip with all the stripy fish. I just think they remind me of the humbug sweets, and I was so excited that they stayed that close to me for that long. Then we were back in the car before we knew it, on to the next stop. Hello everyone, we just had lunch. I'm just heading back from the toilet, and this afternoon we are going to the lazy river, Eli Creek. This is like what I'm most excited about because I feel like floating around a lazy river is going to be so relaxing. I'll try and film what I can on my phone, but yeah, see you there. Next stop was the lazy river, and this time I got to drive. I was really nervous about it, but I very cleverly picked the bit where it was basically just flat beach, so I got to enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would. And Liv was filming some clips of me, had some good songs on, and it was nice to be back driving again actually before we got to the lazy river. And basically we just spent an hour or so going down the river in these tubes and playing some ball games in the water. It was so much fun, and as you can tell, Liv was absolutely loving it. I think she was in her element here, I can't lie. Hello everyone, floating down a lazy river. Liv's loving life.
Feeling very lazy.
Feels like Centre Parks, but just very warm. To be fair, I think this probably puts the Centre Parks lazy river slightly to shame. But after we spent a while going down here, just chatting away, having a really nice afternoon, we headed back to the campsite for an evening of lots of fun and games and drinking. I don't know what this clip is, but yeah, it was a bit of an eventful night, so I'm just going to leave the next few clips in and that's it.
That's the second time you flashed up. Like, in first one, I needed that one. I'm just waiting for someone. Let's find a way, get away.
We were all nursing our heads a little bit the next morning, but the campsite assistant woke us all up by showing us this random snake that he'd picked up from in the forest. I was pretty terrified, I'm not gonna lie. So I went and looked at the cute goanna instead. And then finally we made our final trip out of the campsite, packed up all the stuff and headed towards Lake Wabby. This was quite a long walk when we got there, and it was very hot this day. I think it was about 33 degrees, but the music and the company definitely made up for the sweatiness. I think it took us about an hour, maybe 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, but the views were absolutely worth it when we got there. This lake is beautiful. It's sort of set within sand dunes, and the colour was just this beautiful vibrant green. I don't know about you, but this lake really reminded me of Animal Crossing because there were lots of catfish in the water and they were swimming along exactly how the fish in Animal Crossing swim, and it just brought me so much happiness. And yeah, me and Liv were just making the most of our last sort of bit of time together, swimming around, having some fun. And yeah, I miss her so much. I can't wait for her to come back to England. Hello everyone, I don't even know if you can see me, but we have just done the walk to Lake Wabby and back, and the lake was beautiful. Got to see like catfishes, like the real type, not the internet type. But oh my god, it's like DV on steroids. But it was really nice. I think then we're going to have lunch before getting the ferry back. And I'll be very grateful for a warm bed and a shower. But it's been very fun. Just got back, I've had a shower, bit sunburnt, gonna put my laundry in now. So yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed this section of the vlog. I am not sure where I'm going to stop it, if I'm going to record tomorrow too, but yeah, I'll do a proper outro I'm sure when I'm editing it. Me again, a couple of hours later, I've done my laundry and we're actually going to head out for fish and chips on the beach, which I'm so excited about. I'm not going to lie, some fish and chips will go down very nicely right now. These fish and chips were the best fish and chips I had in Australia. I don't know what it was about it. The tartar sauce, the salad, it was just perfect. The next day, everybody else had already got their overnight bus, or a few people had, so I just spent the day chilling out, really, taking some time for myself. I went for a walk to explore Rainbow Beach, saw the famous steps, but mainly I just spent the day reading my book and sunbathing and just eating some nice food from the supermarket, just to refuel myself ahead of a 17-hour bus journey.
Everyone, bit sunburned accidentally, but I've had a super chill day today, and tonight I'm getting the overnight bus to Eli Beach. So I'm going to end this vlog here, cue future Eve to do a proper outro because I'm in a bit of a rush.
I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit shorter than the other vlogs, but I kind of wanted to leave Fraser Island as a vlog in itself because obviously it was a trip in itself. The next vlog is Eli Beach and the Whitsundays, which is 100% my favourite vlog of the whole trip. So be sure to stay tuned for that next week. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye guys. Mwah.